everyone, and welcome to Long's Toys. I have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles review for you today. As you can see, this is under the kind of Dimension X sub-line. I don't really think it's really a different line. It's just a little bit different packaging from the normal TMNT, just to kind of show that it's from kind of the newest season. But again, the newest season is not really taking place in Dimension X. It's just kind of taking place in space. So I don't really know why they went with Dimension X as kind of the subtitle for this season. But what have you. This is Robug. Says he is a space henchman. I think he looks pretty cool. Taking a look at the back here, as you can see, they decided to just go with a picture of the toy itself instead of a picture from the show. And I'm wondering if that's because he has not shown up in the show as of yet. It says he's kind of one of Lord Dreg's henchmen, so I'm thinking if he did show up, it was probably just in the background, maybe standing behind Lord Dreg, like as kind of his soldiers, his entourage, or something like that. If you'd like to go ahead and read his bio there. There you go. Taking a look down here, again, nothing we haven't seen before. Just Robug. Actually, I'm sorry, that's wrong. Take a quick look right here. You can see Dimension X Casey Jones and Dimension X April O'Neil. Again, they do not wear these in Dimension X, they wear them in space, but apparently they're just calling all of space Dimension X. But those are two new figures that are also available. I probably will not be picking those up. I didn't really pick up the spacesuit turtles either, just because, I don't know, they don't strike my fancy. But we'll go ahead, we'll pop Robug out of the packaging, and we'll take a closer look. So taking a closer look at Robug out of the packaging, I like his design, I like the color scheme. I kind of wish the arms were a little bit closer towards the body because it almost kind of feels like it's broken or something. But I guess they're just looking for a crazy, insect-looking... Like with the legs, they are a little out, but not so far out. These guys are just a little too far away for the body, but that's just my personal preference. Otherwise, this guy's got a lot of articulation. Head can move from side to side. Arms can move all the way around, and there's also a hinge there, as you can see. It's a little tight, but it does work. You have waist movement there. Same kind of joint here in the hip where you can go up and down, but you can go in and out. The rest of the legs don't really have any articulation. They also have elbow joints right here, and it can also turn around, which I like. The arms, I should say down at the hands, I don't know what is going on with this thing. It's like two tentacles with a ball. The ball can move, so I don't know if that's like rolling on people or I don't know what kind of weapon that is, but the ball can move, and I think the arms have a nice bit of articulation. The legs, like, there's no knee joint or ankle joint or anything. I don't mind this leg so much. He kind of stands, and that's fine. This one, I don't know if it's just bent at a weird angle, or maybe it just got warped in the packaging. Like, maybe you put it in some hot water to kind of bend it back a little bit. I think he could stand pretty nicely. But overall, I think it's a pretty neat design. I do like the color scheme. I like the paint here on the chest. And I'll zoom in a little bit here so we can take a look at the face. There we go. I like the big eyes. The bug eyes are really cool. I like that a lot. But in my opinion, the coolest thing is how they handled the wings. Now, it's a little weird to see the wings protruding this far back, but it's kind of what they had to do to give each blade or each wing its own individual articulation. So they definitely learned from Lord Dreg, whereas his was just a big goofy piece of plastic that couldn't move and it could just kind of rotate from side to side. Each one of these wings has its own articulation, so if you want to do them splayed out like this in the back, I personally like to do it so you kind of do like an X, so it looks almost like a helicopter blade or something. I just think that looks really cool and kind of looks like he's flying. So I really like the job they did with the wings. I definitely think that's the best part of this figure. It's such an improvement over Lord Dreg. I don't know if a lot of people complained. I seriously doubt they watched my video and took my thoughts into account, but I like to pretend maybe that they did. But I really do like that. I think it's such an improvement. Lord Dreg's wings were such a disappointment, and this guy's wings look great. Like I said, it's a little weird that they stick out so far, but, I mean, from the back and from the front, you don't notice that at all. It just looks great. So, with the exception that he's a little hard to pose standing, just because the feet are a little bent out of shape. But like I said, a little hot water, and I think you could bend them and get them to set in a way that is a nice standing pose. They also have peg holes in the bottom of their feet, so if you have a play set or something, you could peg him into place, and then he would look great. It's just a question of getting him to stand. You just have to distribute the weight properly. He kind of wants to do like a large split sometimes. He's kind of top heavy because of the wings, and that makes sense. I mean, these legs are just a little spindly, but they're well painted, well detailed, and the articulation in the hands is really nice. So I think he's a pretty fun figure. I definitely don't think he's perfect, but I mean, especially with the wings, it's such an improvement over the previous things that we've seen. It's just a question of, there we go, getting him to stand. But once you do, I think he looks great. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like and share this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you've enjoyed this look at Robug from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and thanks for watching.